Shravi and Jeremy here to get you up to speed on everything happening around and inside Verizon.
Every year throughout the United States, more than 240 million calls are placed to first responders. An incredible 80% of those calls are placed on mobile devices. From coast to coast and everywhere in between, people rely on us to ensure they can communicate when they need it most. Our innovations in technology allow first responders to do their jobs. What we do helps save lives.
From house fires to car wrecks to lost hikers and capsized boats, there's so many examples of how we or a loved one have been helped by a first responder. Our new Humanability spot, which started airing yesterday, turns the spotlight on first responders who rely on us.
Every call is different, so the only thing that we can do to make sure that we get there safely and then we leave that scene safely and go home at night is train. And we train all the time in the fire service.
No matter how much we train, the last thing you want in disaster is to lose communications. Without communications, people get hurt.
When disaster strikes, that is when your communication service can really become your lifeline. We are constantly innovating, from a dedicated lane on our network just for first responders to cell towers on wheels. We can even fly cells in drones so communications stay up. In times of crisis, their calls go through and they can get their job done.
We know what we're getting into when we sign on to take care of people and make sure everyone comes home safe. That's what my #1 goal is.
The work we do matters. Just ask TJ McLam. He's the battalion chief from the Fayetteville, North Carolina Fire Department. When an emergency like Hurricane Florence happens, a reliable network is needed, and he knows Verizon has his back.
This device provided by Verizon is a booster for us. Anytime we have a disaster, we typically see a real sharp increase in peak demand for cell coverage. People want to call, check on everybody. That pulls down from our demand. All the rescue efforts are going on in this building here, and they're relying on our cellular network to provide these services to the citizens of Cumberland County. As emergency responders, that's what we want. We want to know that when it's time to use it, it works. Anytime that we have a natural disaster, people are willing to come together as a country, as a community, to help out. And by Verizon providing us with this tool is not just helping out the responders, it's helping out the community.
It's great to see how we had the community's back during such a trying time. There's still a lot of rebuilding left to come, and there are still a lot of V-teamers who need our help. Please consider making a donation to V2V, our employee relief fund, and show our fellow V-teamers we have their backs as well.
Dawn Perry from Leland, North Carolina said this about the help she received. "I thank V2V Relief for helping me put my life back together. It was a time where I wasn't sure which way I could turn. Please take time to donate. You could be a blessing to someone else."
Dawn, thanks so much for sharing your story. I'm so glad that V2V was there for you. All right, that's going to do it for us today. Be sure to follow us on social for everything happening around and inside Verizon. And until next time, you're up to speed.